the Lakers continue to play well on this road trip by absolutely dominating the Toronto Raptors. And a big reason why is because their starters have been playing on another level, and is a big reason why the Lakers have been playing extremely well these past 10 games. What's good, y'all, and welcome to another Lakers Digest video. I'm your host, Okechi Apakama, and before we get into everything that we have for you for this game recap, guys, I want to bring your attention to something. There is 78% of you guys who have recently watched our videos who are not subscribed to the channel just yet, and if you guys want more of that, like news, like reactions, trade rumors, game recaps, player analysis, just everything under the Laker banner, you guys want to come right here to Lakers Digest so you guys do not miss any of it. Now, with that out of the way, guys, let's hop straight into that game recap, guys, as the Lakers dismantle the Raptors. So the Lakers are almost done with their last big road trip of the year, and they come in to play the Toronto Raptors, who, let's face it, they aren't really playing for much right now, as they are on a 12-game losing streak, and they weren't really trying to look to get wins, as they're trying to recover their draft pick that is owned by the San Antonio Spurs. So they're trying to get to enough games lost where they can retain that pick and hopefully push for something in the future. So that's why most of this basketball game to me was just a very unserious version of basketball. Yeah, there was moments where the Lakers picked it up, and that's why they got the big victory. But the Toronto Raptors don't really serve too much of a challenge to the Lakers right now, especially with the way they're playing. But let's just look at the box score here for the Lakers and just continue a great play from the starters. Anthony Davis just dominating down low. He had 21 points, 12 rebounds in this one. And then Rui Hachimura continues his fine play with 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. LeBron James, who was just uber efficient the last game and just brought it again today with 23 points on 10 of 12 shooting with 4 rebounds and 9 assists. D'Angelo Russell found his three-point shooting stroke once again with 7 three-pointers to go along with 25 points. It was also plus 23 in the plus-minus department, and then he had 7 assists. Then Austin Reaves, while he didn't have a huge scoring game, didn't shoot the balls too well, 1 for 5 from 3, only had 7 points, but he had 6 assists, and he's been providing some very solid defense. And then also off the bench, Max Christie had some nice spot minutes there. He had extended minutes too because there was a lot of garbage time in this particular game. But the Lakers just took care of business from the Toronto Raptors. Like I said, it was a very unserious version of basketball. The Toronto Raptors, they did score a little bit early. They kind of kept the game just like a little bit close, but that was just because of mostly hot shooting, and then also the guys they had returned back, because the Toronto Raptors were kind of playing just like a flurry of fringe NBA guys or mostly bench guys, but then they got RJ Barrett back, and then also Emmanuel Quickly, two of the guys they retained in that trade of OG Anunoby, and they played pretty well for the Raptors, as they were actually the only people to play well for the Raptors, as RJ Barrett had 28 points, had a couple of threes, and then Emmanuel Quickly had 20 points and 6 assists in his return, but everybody else was kind of just there. Kelly Olynyk had a solid 14, 7, and 4, but yeah, most of those guys are younger guys, and they're still kind of figuring out where their place is in the league, so that's why they've now extended their losing streak to 13 games. So the Lakers really just took care of business there. They are just continuing on this path where they're not really playing these high-level teams, but they're just getting the wins that they need to, and they're doing it in the appropriate fashion. As, like I said, most of that first half, it was a little bit close, mostly because the Lakers weren't really putting their foots on the gas just yet, and then in the third quarter, that's when they were able to pick it up. They were able to build a lead, and they also built it in the fourth quarter as well, as they finally got some much-needed bench scoring, and then the Lakers were able to take charge of the game. And then a big note here is only LeBron and Anthony Davis played under 30 minutes in that one. LeBron played 29, Anthony Davis played 28. So that is very big, especially when the Lakers have a back-to-back tomorrow in Washington. So the Lakers did what they came for. They got the W. They really played well again on offense. And a big reason why the Lakers have kind of been on this run here in these past 10 games is like their starters. So that is my next topic here, as the Lakers starters have been excellent. So the Lakers starters have kind of been on a tear here these past 10 games, and it's a big reason why the Lakers are 7-3 in those games, and it's also a big reason why the Lakers have been getting these victories. It's just because the Lakers starters have been playing well off one another, and then each player, it kind of seems like every single game will just go off for a massive shooting night, whether it's a D'Angelo Russell or LeBron James or Rui Hachimura or the Austin Reaves when he had that game in Milwaukee. So all five guys have really been tremendous, and just from top to bottom, the Lakers starters have just been amazing. So look at these past 10 games here for those starters. LeBron James is averaging about 26 points. Anthony Davis about 24 points. Reaves 17.9. D'Angelo Russell 17.7. And then Hachimura 17.1. When you're getting this kind of production from your starting five, this kind of puts you up there with one of those better starting fives in the league just because of their offensive production and what they can do on that side of the ball. Their synergy that they've found has really had a lot of teams really guessing on like where they have to put their strengths at, because you're going to need those bigger type of athletes that you have, and then you put them on LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but then that leaves issues for guys like Rui Hachimura, who can really take advantage of mismatches. And then say if you don't have the correct guards, say guarding an Austin Reaves or D'Angelo Russell, these guys can also really light you up, especially from behind the arc, and then they can also get to the line as well. So this combination they've got of their power guys along with their combo skill guards is really making it very tough for a lot of teams to defend the Lakers. And this is a big reason, like I said, these past 10 games are 7-3, and it's a big reason why these teams are just trying to figure out a way to really guard the Los Angeles Lakers. They had that huge scoring game against Indiana a couple of weeks ago where they had 150 points, and then so the Lakers just up and down have been amazing. I mean, even tonight they scored 128 points, and that was really when they didn't have their foot on the gas in that first half. So the Lakers' offense, especially from the starters, have been tremendous. It's been carrying them in some of these games, especially some of these games where the other team's talent isn't too good. So they're able to really take advantage of some of the mismatches they have on the floor and utilize that to leverage their strengths and get to where they need to, like in certain spots on the floor. That's why the Lakers are one of the best paint scoring teams, because when you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and then you don't have the requisite guys around them to sort of try to guard that, then they're really going to take advantage of the smaller matchups. That's what Anthony Davis did tonight, where he really was dominating Kelly Olynyk and whoever the Toronto Raptors were throwing out there at center. Really nobody on that Raptors team could stop or even halt Anthony Davis, as he's really just a singular force down there, and a lot of teams really struggle when it comes to guarding him. So while he didn't shoot the ball pretty well, he was scoring on the inside very well on his accord. 10-20, definitely a solid night, but 0 for 4 from 3. He has been shooting the 3 a lot better, which is very encouraging to see that Anthony Davis find that 3-point shot, because if he's able to do that as well as the stuff that he does in the post and also in the mid-range, then that's when he really becomes unguardable, and then a lot of teams really struggle to like what they need to do, because you can't just sit back in the paint if Anthony Davis is hitting shots. And then also with the way LeBron James is shooting, he's shooting about 42%, which is actually a career high. Crazy enough, in year 21 for LeBron James, that he's shooting a career high in 3-point percentage. But this Lakers starting five is a big reason why a lot of fans should be hyped for what's coming down the stretch, because if we can get a guy like Gabe Vincent back, excuse me, not Gabe Vincent, but Jared Vanderbilt back, because we just got Gabe Vincent the previous game. But if we get a guy like Jared Vanderbilt back, this can really shore up a lot of things, especially in that Laker rotation, give the Lakers that extra point of attack wing defender, which I think is the thing that they've been missing, that guy to really go after the loose balls, get those offensive rebounds. And I think this is really going to open up the Los Angeles Lakers and like what they can do, because like the starting five, they've been playing well. Spencer Dinwiddie has been finding his stride. He had a nice game. He had 3 3-pointers in this one. And then Gabe Vincent, who just came back the previous game against the Brooklyn Nets. While the offense is probably going to take a little bit of time to come, his defense is starting to show some signs of life there, which is really good to see, because if we can get that point of attack guard defense, I think Gabe Vincent is almost a must play on this team. So all of these things are starting to come together at the right time, because you want to be playing good basketball on your way into the play-in and the postseason. But that's probably going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys comment down below on just how well you think the Lakers have been playing and just beating up on some of these lesser teams here. And then also the starters. How well do you think they have been? And then do you think the Lakers probably should have gone to it earlier within the season if they could have, putting in Rui Hachimura in that starting lineup alongside with D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reaves, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. But let us know what you guys think. I have been your host, Okechi Apakama, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.